Hello and welcome. On this episode of Thursday Tool Overview, we do a common staple in our shop. It is, if you're familiar with this channel, we use this thing in almost every single fabrication video we do. It's a very common staple in the shop. One of the reasons why we chose this unit in particular was growing up at my dad's shop, he had a similar in design but much larger Astro Tools 3-inch sander that had the same arbor on it that you just quarter twist in there and use it, but the air turbine was twice this size. So they're not really commonly available like that anymore. So we had been using the ones you'd find at Harbor Freight, for example, where the air motor is down here and they got a 90-degree gearbox at the top. And the issue we had with those is we kept stripping out the 90-degree gearboxes, turning discs like this, or even this disc will strip it out after a while. So we were literally returning them every couple weeks to Harbor Freight. You know, the good thing is we weren't paying for them, but it's just annoying. So we went ahead and did some searching, and we found this Chicago Pneumatic CP 7202 Air Sander. This turns the same 3-inch arbor that we wanted. It's direct drive, so this portion up here is the air motor. And we've had this thing for 2 years. We've used it a lot, and we haven't had any problems with it at all. It's got a really good ergonomic fit in your hand. It fits real well. Small, it's compact. We really like this thing. It's got a throttle on the back to where you can set the maximum output. We usually don't mess with it. You know, if we want less throttle, we just pull the trigger a little bit less and everything goes pretty well. The exhaust air comes out the bottom, so it's not blowing in your face or anything like that. The 3-inch arbor is flexible, so it helps contour with the surface that you're grinding on. And like I said, it looks small, but it does a really good job, and it's got plenty of power. Well, let's talk about the 4 main discs that we use. There are plenty other options available, but this is what we use in our shop. This is a 36 grit abrasive disc. We use this to grind down weld, shape metal, grind off stubborn mill scale, paint. You know, it's a good all-around disc that we like to use. We get them online in bulk from a company called Benchmark Abrasives, and they last pretty good. They're not as good as the worst discs that we used to use. This is a polymer disc. I'm not 100% sure what the grit is, if it has a grit. We get these in bulk as well from Benchmark Abrasives. These are really good for removing mill scale, removing paint, rust, and that sort of stuff. They don't really take a lot of metal off. They just take the coatings off. You could probably also use this prepping gasket surfaces, although probably shouldn't use a grinder. You know, some people say that doesn't work too good. We do sometimes. This, we don't use these so much anymore. This is a coarse Scotch-Brite style disc. These are good for prepping surfaces, for adhesives and gaskets and things like that. But we don't use it that much because these are pretty aggressive. This is the finer version, and I can say that we've definitely used this to prep surfaces. Again, if you're going to use this type of wheel to prep a gasket surface, you need to be very, very careful that you only remove gasket and not metal. It's not the preferred way to do it. But we've done it. And we've done it on camera too. So it is what it is. In conclusion, this is our Chicago Pneumatic CP 7202. We really like it a lot. We went ahead and pulled up some of the specs on the internet to give you some more details about this tool. It's a 3-inch rotary sander. It has 0.29 horsepower or 210 watts. It's available in a bare tool or a kit. It's said to be 84.8 decibels. They say it weighs 1.5 pounds. Yeah, probably. That's probably right. They say it uses 21 CFM at free speed. So that explains why it takes a good bit of compressor to keep up with it. Max dynamic working air pressure is 91. We're bad. We run this thing at 150 all the time. It has a free speed of 1500 RPM. So yeah, if you've got a good size air compressor and you're looking for a pneumatic grinding option, this is definitely it. We saw it on Amazon for $114. We'll put a link in the description if you want to go ahead and get one. We definitely recommend it. You probably won't regret it. Well, Abby, what do you think? You seem pretty focused. Oh, we got a tail wag. I think Abby approves. Oh, we got Abby. Hi, get down. Well, say it. Good girl. Well, go ahead and leave a like if you liked the video. Don't forget to share the video with anybody you think would find this tool useful for their uses. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost you a thing. We're great people. We'd love to have you. And we'll see you on the next episode of Abby Normal Garage.